Hi, everybody. It's Jen Henriksen, and it is my privilege to get a chance to chat with you a little bit before we get started. I wanted to tell you a little bit about our agency because chances are you were referred by someone who's already in the family. And I just wanted to kind of explain to you a little bit about how we work before we get working together. Okay. So, who we work with are active registered clients. So, the very first step when dealing with us is going to be to get registered with us because that's how you're going to get on my calendar without having to pay for a consultation time. That's complimentary for our active clients. So, my team's going to reach out to you to get some key pieces of information in the system before we can set up a time for our call. The key information, it's going to be a copy of your passport because if you're traveling internationally, we need to have a copy of the passport. Even if it's expired, it's great. We'll work with you to get it renewed, but we still need a copy. Your date of birth, your email address, your physical mailing address. And if you have loyalty numbers, all that, great. We'll set up a profile for you and you can fill that all in ad nauseum at your leisure. But those core pieces of information we're going to need before we get going with whatever it is that you need for your travel. We are going to ask for a credit card pre-authorization. We make no charges until you approve it in writing, but we do get your credit card information online and ready to go. So that is held securely on your profile that we're creating. And again, there's no charges to it ever unless you are authorizing each individual amount that we're charging. But we need it in advance because let me explain the next part. When we do our appointment, you and I, we're going to talk about what it is, what kind of travel you're looking for, even if it's just like a 2 day Royal Caribbean cruise, shorty cruise, or if it's a luxury African safari you want to do with your family of 12. Okay. It doesn't matter. We all go about it that same way. And in that appointment call with me, we're going to find out what it is that you want, what your preferences are, all of that sort of thing. But when I go to the suppliers and I research out what it is that you'd like to do and I put it together in a hold, I'm only allowed to hold it 24 hours to like 36 hours. That's it. If we don't deposit it within that hold window, it cancels and all the work has to be done over again. We don't get paid until you actually book the travel, until you actually go on departure day. So in most cases, we're working our paycheck today on 6 months to 12 months from now. But my team is paid hourly. So we need to be able to keep that team here and processing all the clients. And this is how we do it by streamlining our clients and our booking process. So once we're ready to go, now you're registered. We have all the information that we need. We have our appointment and your credit card information on file. I bring it to you. In that 3 day window, we need to connect. So when I reach out again, just like I'm making you the priority, I ask that you make us your priority as well. Let's get those questions answered. Let's get the pricing sorted, all of the details adjusted so you are comfortable making your deposit. When we do that, again, verbal or written authorization, text message or email is quantifies for that, but we get that booking deposited. If you're busy, I'm busy, we don't get a chance to connect and it cancels, we're happy to do that one courtesy hold. But if we have to do all that homework again, we charge an agency fee to do that. And the reason is because we have to pay the team to go back in, research it, because we've lost the cabins, we've lost the pricing, everything has to be done again. So I'm just asking you to make sure you make us the priority during that hold window so we can get it closed and get it on the books. Because if we don't, we have to go back through the process again. And at any given time, the number of clients that we're working with is I call it like a 2 day volume. That means when you ask us to do something, it's going to happen sometime in the next 2 business days because we have a queue of work that we're working on and you have to go into the queue and that isn't always first in line. Okay. So that's just a little bit about how we work. Once you're deposited, my team takes over. That's the guys guys that are going to handle all the care and feeding for the length of your booking. And we'll work with you to get your travel insurance all set up, to get any type of visas or ETIAS, which is driving everybody crazy right now with Europe. We'll take care of all of that for you. We'll give you all the information you need to make sure you are well prepared and calm and excited about your trip that's coming up. We work with you all the way through you getting home to your house. And you'll have our phone number, access to us in case of emergencies, all of that kind of stuff. So I just want to say again, welcome to the family, and just a little bit about how we work so you'll know going forward. And we always appreciate those referrals from clients. So once you do get on board with us, please remember to tag us in your community Facebook groups and tell your friends about us. We are worth sharing, and we love making room in our family for more people. We appreciate the business. We don't take it lightly. We know you have lots of options that you can choose from, and we appreciate you giving us a chance. So nice to meet you guys, and I'll talk again with you soon.